The sun had just begun to slip below the horizon as the last of the chores were done for the day. Margaret untied her apron and hung it on the hook beside the kitchen door. It had been a busy Friday. Laundry had been folded, beds had been made, and the grocery shopping was finally finished. The children had spent the afternoon riding their bicycles up and down the street while their father finished work at the hardware store. Tonight was different. Tonight was diner night. "Mom, are we ready yet?" Tommy called from the living room. "Almost," Margaret replied with a smile. The family had been looking forward to this all week. A few minutes later, everyone piled into the family car. Tommy sat in the back beside his little sister, Susan, who was already talking about ordering a chocolate milkshake. Their father started the engine, and they headed toward town. As they drove down Main Street, the lights of the local diner came into view. The neon sign glowed against the evening sky. The parking lot was nearly full. Inside, the diner buzzed with life. Teenagers gathered around the jukebox, feeding nickels into the machine and choosing their favorite songs. A young waitress hurried past carrying plates piled high with hamburgers and golden French fries. The smell of fresh coffee, grilled onions, and homemade pie filled the air. The family slid into a red vinyl booth by the window. A waitress appeared with a friendly smile and handed them menus. "What can I get started for you folks?" she asked. Tommy already knew. A cheeseburger and a chocolate shake. Susan ordered a grilled cheese sandwich and a vanilla milkshake topped with extra whipped cream. Their father chose the daily special, while Margaret ordered a club sandwich and a cup of coffee. As they waited for their meal, they talked about the week. Tommy shared a story about a baseball game with his friends. Susan talked about a spelling test she had passed. Their father told them about a customer who had brought a stubborn lawnmower into the store. For a little while, nobody worried about chores or schedules. They simply enjoyed being together. Soon, the food arrived. The hamburgers were sizzling hot. The fries were crisp and golden. The milkshakes were so thick they barely fit through the straws. Laughter filled the booth as everyone shared bites and stories. Later, dessert arrived. A slice of apple pie for the table. 2 spoons quickly became 4. No one seemed to mind. As the evening came to an end, the family stepped back outside into the cool night air. The diner lights reflected in the chrome of the parked cars. The music from the jukebox drifted softly through the open door. Tommy and Susan climbed into the back seat, already sleepy from the excitement of the evening. Margaret looked out the window as they drove home. It hadn't been a grand vacation. It hadn't cost much money. It was simply a meal together. Yet somehow those ordinary evenings often became the memories people treasured most. Years later, Tommy and Susan would remember the glow of the neon sign, the taste of the milkshakes, and the feeling of squeezing into that booth beside the people they loved. And perhaps that was the real magic of the American diner. It was never just about the food. It was about the people gathered around the table. Bring the fun, laughter, and nostalgia of a 1950s diner into your own home. Get your kit at the link below.